Hello, everybody. We should be live. Welcome to today's live session. I'm Nick from AccuPlan, and today we're going to be covering an exciting topic. As if you've been here if you've been here with some of our past lives, we're kind of going through each different product, giving you the basic information here. Today's topic is self-directed 401k. So buckle up. We're going to be talking about that. As always, too, joining us in this live is Ben, our resident knowledgeable expert here. Thank you for joining us, Ben. We're excited to hear your insights and answers to the questions that we have for you today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. Self-directed 401k is a great topic, and I'm excited to help our listeners understand some of the more basics and understanding of how a self-directed 401k works.
Awesome. Before I jump straight into the questions, I will kind of go back to our last two lives that we've had. We've had a live about self-directed IRAs and all the basic stuffs that entail there. We've talked about ICOs or checkbook control and all the basics with that. If you have any questions on any of those topics, we are totally free to not necessarily divert the main talk here, but if you have any questions about anything that we've done in the past, you can shoot them here today in this live, and we'll get to those questions as well. Today's mostly about self-directed 401ks, but they all are really pretty much correlated and kind of, a lot of the answers cross-pollinate here. So don't be afraid to either one, go back and watch some of our old lives, or two, ask us any questions today about any topic that we have covered or may cover. All right, so let's dive in to self-directed 401k. Ben, what is a self-directed 401k and why is it any different than, say, a traditional or standard 401k?
Awesome. Yeah, most people are familiar with with 401ks. They have a 401k with their company. They offer stocks, bonds, mutual funds. They're maximizing their 401k by investing and using those funds. Self-directed 401k is very similar to a traditional 401k with one exception. Self-directed, by its definition, means that the clients get to self-direct their funds. They're not just allowed to invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds. They're able to diversify their portfolio into a broader range of investments, such as real estate, precious metals, private equity, and more. So there's greater diversification with a self-directed 401k than there would be with their traditional 401k.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. You know, I think one thought too is you kind of go, well, why would somebody choose that over a traditional? I just the simple diversification is really, really, intriguing to me. What would you say as far as diving a little bit deeper into that? Why would you choose that over a traditional?
Yeah, people have different knowledge and different expertise. I may be a real estate professional or a real estate agent, have a lot of knowledge and experience in the real estate market, and I set up a 401k, but I can only do stocks and bonds.
Yeah.
Having the expertise and knowledge of being able to do alternative investments. And real estate is a great alternative to some of the stock market investments you can invest in. When the stock market is up, real estate may be down. And when real estate is up, the stock market may be down. So just the versatility and the diversifying of your portfolio is a great way to maximize your profits. It's a way to help against inflation and all of the market volatility that you have in the market today.
Yeah. Okay. I So one thought I have is, okay, so you might be a standard person at a normal, business with a 401k. You might be a business owner. I guess one question or thought that I have is why are self-directed 401ks maybe more well suited for business owners than maybe just a standard person who's sitting at their desk working for a company and they have a 401k with them? Do you have any thoughts on why
So
that
in
may be more
general,
better? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, no worries. 401ks are great products for employers and for business owners because a 401k is great for employee retention in order to keep employees happy. 401ks are great to recruit people. If you wanted to recruit someone to your business, then having the ability to invest in a 401k is a great investment option. The
Mm.
reason why 401ks are so popular and so important is the employee can contribute to their own retirement. They are able to use those funds, invest those funds. The growth in those investments are tax deferred, so they don't have to pay any taxes on those funds. As a business owner, the benefits are they get to contribute to their employees' 401ks. This is a tax write off. It goes against the bottom line income that the company makes. So the company does not have to pay as much taxes as it would normally have to. In addition to self directed 401ks, adding a self directed component gives all of the benefits of a 401k contributions, tax deductions, tax savings, but it gives them the ability to self-direct it into different investments. Cryptocurrency, for example, is pretty popular right now. So you may have employees that are wanting to invest in crypto. They can't do that with their current 401k plan, but they can do it in a self-directed plan. In addition, though, we also do solo 401k plans, and that there's the ability to take loans out of the account and use those for personal emergencies if you would like.
Okay. So that last sentence there is kind of interesting to me. I've heard solo 401ks mentioned, a lot. Can you obviously you just mentioned it, but what is a solo 401k? How do they work? What's that all about?
So 401k is generally is just a trust account. If you looked
Okay.
legally what a 401k, it's a trust account. And the term 401k is a broad range. It's not specific to employees or how many employees you have. A solo 401k is also just an industry term that we use for if you have a 401k with no employees. You and a spouse would be considered one person. So if you're married, excuse me, or you are not married and have your own 401k or own business, you can have a solo 401k. The advantages of a solo 401k are there's a lot less maintenance with a solo 401k as opposed to a 401k with employees. You don't have to do as much reporting, or you may not have to do any reporting. So I recommend solo 401ks for any business owner that has no employees. A
Okay. Yeah.
self-directed solo 401k is probably one of the best products they can get.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of people that probably have their own businesses and don't even have retirement accounts set up like a 401k. Um, they should really look at that solo 401k option because, I mean, just for the sheer fact of less reporting sounds great to me. But then moving that over into a self-directed solo 401k is the ideal here. Um, so let's talk about what we do here at AccuPlan. Obviously, we specialize in the self-directed retirement account realm. So why would someone say maybe somebody already has a self-directed 401k or someone's thinking about getting one? Why would they choose us for their self-directed 401k? What sets us apart?
Here at AccuPlan, we pride ourselves on our expertise and our customer service. We've been doing this for what, 20 years now, Nick? You've been with us over 10. So
Yep.
most employees that with the company have been here for a while. Most have had a lot of experience and knowledge with helping clients set up self-directed 401ks. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a financial advisor, but being in this industry for 20 years, I've heard almost every question that people ask. So you're going to have knowledge and you're going to have the expertise. In addition to that, we pride ourselves on our platform. Very easy to set up an account. You can go online. There's a form that you'll fill out. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to fill out the form. We do not have any hidden costs. So our platform, our cost, and our expertise make it so that setting up an account with AccuPlan is very easy, very simple. We also can help you set up a bank account for your 401k. A lot of these companies will help you set up a 401k, but then you've got to set up your own bank account where we have a one-stop shop can help you from start to finish with your 401k.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, at the end of the day, our team is always here to help you navigate these complexities of the whole self-directing realm. We're here to ensure that like everything thing and decision that you make, you're informed by us, and we're helping you along the way. Like you mentioned, Ben, yeah, we're not CPAs, we're not lawyers, but we have been around and we've heard just about every question. So we can inform you with good information. But what probably a lot of people really want to know too is, well, okay, tell me how the costs break down. What if I set up a self-directed 401k at iKPlan? What's it going to cost me?
Got it. Yeah. So you can go to our website. Our website has a lot of information about self-directed 401ks, how it works, applications, pricing, and things like that. But to set up a self-directed solo 401k or just a self-directed plan, it's a one-time setup fee of $995. That gives you all of the documentation that you need to have a self-directed 401k. There's a plan binder that we send to you electronically, has all of the rules and procedures, do's and don'ts. We have a guide that explains all of those procedures so you're not left in the dark on how to follow the steps to keep the 401k current and in compliance. In addition, we have a bunch of forms that are automatically included. So if you wanted to do a loan, there is a loan designation form. If you had beneficiaries that you needed to add, you can add beneficiaries to it. So there's about 50 to 60 forms that you also get. Our pricing is very competitive. You do continue to get support even after you set up a self-directed 401k. If you have a question, call us up and say, I need help with this. And one thing we do offer that we're not going to get into this on this specific call is we offer TPA services, third party administration services. So if you needed help continuing to maintain your 401k plan, the rules and procedures, do's and don'ts that you need to follow, we help with that as an additional service that we provide.
Yeah, and I will add on to that that the TPA services, that's a future webinar or live that we'll be doing. So if you want to know more about that, again, at any time, ask us questions. But if you want to know more about that, we'll be having lives on that as well. So I 100% agree with all those things that you mentioned. We have competitive pricing. We're right in line with our competitors. But what a lot of our competitors don't have, there's a few, but what most don't have is our time in, as far as just time doing what we do here. Because we've been around for decades. We have a lot more time in than a lot of other companies. So our knowledge is right up there at the top. So that's huge. But another question I'd ask you, Ben, is you mentioned some of our, the back end, the account when you're in your account in the back end and different things. What would you say for anybody who has a self-directed 401k maybe already with us or even not with us? How can they, are there anything that you have in mind that they can do to maybe take it to the next level or make sure they're maximizing having a self-directed 401k?
Yeah, I always recommend that they, diversify their investments. When you have a self-directed 401k, you need to make sure that your eggs are not in one basket. If you're investing in one asset class, just real estate has been great for the last 20, 30 years, but you need to diversify your portfolio, invest in different investment strategies. If you're not maximizing your contributions, you can do over $50,000 to your 401k every year. If you're not maximizing those contributions, you're losing out on tax savings today and tax deferred growth. So you're
Yeah.
getting a tax benefit today and you're getting tax deferred growth in the future. So if you've got a business and you're making some good cash flow, you're going to want to make sure that you decrease your taxable income. And the best way to do that would be with a self-directed 401k. If you have you mentioned if you had a self-directed 401k with another company, if they're not providing you with all the services that you need, if you don't have a bank account established, you don't have the ability to move money around very easily, you're not getting answers to your questions, then come to us. We'll help you set up. We can take over your existing self-directed 401k and manage and maintain it, becoming your TPA. And so I would always consult with people to look at your portfolio and make sure you're regularly checking it. You're regularly making sure that it's being adjusted, because self-directed IRAs and self-directed 401ks are great, but they're self-directed, meaning you don't have an investment manager managing it. You're not paying for those fees, which is great, but you're needing to make sure that you maintain and look at your investments routinely.
Yeah. And I would add on to that too. Um, whether, like you said, if you have it self-directed 401k with somebody else, are they providing all these things that we're providing? And if they're not, you should move over to us. One of those things that I would add on to that is our platform being really, really easy and well suited for cryptocurrency as well. So if that is something, as far as the diversification goes, if that's one area you would like to diversify into, even if it's, a small amount, our platform is literally just a couple clicks and bam, you're invested in cryptocurrency, a couple clicks, and you've sold your cryptocurrency, whether that be Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, at least 120 of the most popular cryptocurrencies we have that you can purchase. And so I think, man, if your self-directed 401k provider isn't making it easy for you to diversify, then why not move over to us? Of course, we don't have every product available for you, but crypto, precious metals, that's something easy that we can you can get from us through your 401k. So I think that's great. So okay, now's kind of that time where we move into the Q&As. We actually don't have any Q&As currently from audience, which is fine. I actually kind of created a couple of my own beyond our kind of what we've talked about already. Just some of the more common questions that people have. One, which we've slightly already answered today, was, can I roll over an existing 401k or IRA into a self-directed 401k? And what are your thoughts there, Ben?
If you currently are working for a company and you have a 401k with that company and you are still employed, there can be restrictions on moving one of those existing plans into a self-directed plan, unless if your business owner wants to convert to a self-directed 401k, great.
Yeah.
But if your business owner says, nope, we do not want to offer self-directed, and you want to move an existing 401k, sometimes there can be restrictions. If you've been there for a long enough time period, or the money's been seasoned long enough in the plan, you can typically roll over some of the funds, but not all. If you have an old 401k from an old company, an old traditional IRA, you can definitely move traditional IRAs. You can definitely move old 401ks into a self-directed plan, but you may not be able to move any or part of a 401k where you're still employed.
Yeah, and I think that's the hardest part about self-directed 401ks is there's more employees that are out there than there are business owners. And so there could be a lot of people who have a 401k with their company, but don't actually have the ability to transfer that into a self-directed 401k. You'll have to either get your company on board, switching the company's plan, right? Or you have to be the owner and maybe you have a solo 401k like we talked earlier. So that's probably the biggest struggle there, I think. But okay, the next question I have is, are there restrictions on what I can invest in with the self-directed 401k?
Yes, the restrictions on a self-directed 401k are very similar, almost identical to a self-directed traditional IRA. And obviously, if you've been on any of our other webinars, you've known some of those restrictions. But as a general rule, you cannot invest with related parties. Related parties would be yourself, your parents, children, grandchildren. I would say in-laws, and I would also say business partners. So for example, let's say you wanted to do a loan inside your IRA. I want to loan you money, which I can do. But if you were my son or my daughter, I could not loan you money. So it's not as much a restriction on, they said you can't invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds. You can't invest in specific asset classes. It's more, they've restricted it with the type of person, and you cannot benefit that person. Though there are a couple other restrictions, but those are the main ones you need to be aware of. Obviously, if you had a self-directed 401k or wanted to set up a self-directed 401k and wanted to know those restrictions, that's where it would be best to call us up and we can help you with those questions that you have.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, at the end of the day, this is some of that cross pollination I was talking about earlier, as far as a lot of these rules that apply 401k also apply to the self-directed IRA. At the end of the day, a lot of it stems around the prohibited people that you work with and whatnot. So thank you for that answer. The last question actually that I was thinking of, and you did touch this as well a little bit, but so if I'm a business owner, I think this applies more to them, but how can a self-directed 401k benefit my small business?
We've hit on a lot of the benefits there, but
Yeah.
with the self-directed 401k, 401ks, IRAs, retirement planning is a great alternative, a great investment option for you. The advantages and why people do retirement accounts is they want to pay less taxes today. They don't want to pay taxes on investment growth, and they want to save for retirement. So you're able to get a tax benefit today as a business owner. You're able to diversify your portfolio into different alternative strategies besides stocks, bonds, mutual funds. You're getting tax free growth. You buy a property for $100,000 and it grows to $300,000, and you sell that property in a retirement account, a 401k. No taxes are paid at that time. So you're getting all of this tax deferred growth. And again, as a business owner, if you want to recruit, if you want to retain employees, having as many benefits and features as you can as an owner is great. 401ks are one of those benefits, specifically self-directing those funds, because you may have employees that may want to not just do stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. The earning potential is much higher with a self-directed 401k. Specifically, with real estate and some of the things out there, you have the ability to earn high returns as well.
Yeah. I think too, like you said this earlier, you have the option as well to take out a loan, right? And that I think can be huge for businesses. Look, that might need, a little extra capital for expansion or whatever. But I think that's another huge thing as well. Um, I actually I think we've hit the questions that I was wanting to go over as well. If we didn't have any other questions from the audience, there's no other questions from them still. So I think we can kind of conclude here. First, thank you, Ben, for sharing your expertise with us. We've covered kind of a lot of ground, and also at the same time, not a lot of ground for very specific individual information. So, one, if you're looking to maximize your self-directed 401k now, talk to us. We're here to support you, help you. If you have an account with us, and if you don't have an account with us, we're here to help you and support you. Contact us. Transfer your account to us if you don't have as many features as we offer here at AccuPlan. And two, if you're just thinking about doing this, you have a solo 401k or whatever the situation is, we're here to talk to you. Ben is literally sitting by his phone every second of the day, just waiting for the next call. He's so excited each time he gets another call to help somebody out because, I mean, there's been thousands of people that Ben's helped out, and we even have reviews on our site. But a lot of people have come through here, and we've been able to help improve their financial situation specifically for retirement. And I think that's awesome. It's exciting. It's fun. Take your 401k up to the next level by self-directing it. Again, if there's any questions, contact us. Comment in any of our social videos or anything we're posting. Comments. We'll get back on those comments. Call us. If we don't answer, we will get back to you. At the end of the day, we're here to help you. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good day. Again, Ben, thank you for your expertise. It's been awesome with you on the call today. And I think that's it. Do you have anything else, Benny?
Nope, nope. I'm excited to help people with their 401k. And as you mentioned, if they have questions, comments, go to our website. You can fill out a form there. We'll contact you. I schedule appointments with clients all the time, so where I have a calendar link you can go to. But I'm happy to help any customers with any questions that they may have.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next live.